Sometimes you're sitting on the fence and you don't know whether you should be making a decision or not. And I believe just say yes. Say yes, create that vacuum, create that deadline, create that space, and then start filling that space. Because something funny happens with human beings, I think, that once you've made that commitment, you got to fill it.
You're listening to The Functional Founder with Themi Sturgianis, a podcast for owner-operators ready to build high-performance teams, handle growth with confidence, and scale without burning out.
Heck, it's a beautiful day here in Cape Town, and I'm on my way for a surf. It's my weekly ritual, just to clear the mind, love the water. So this week has been quite a victory for our family, and the lesson that I really learned was from our daughter, actually. And she made me think about a concept that I probably have forgotten about or chose to ignore or just not implementing. And I'm going back to it again. And this is the lesson. She unfortunately didn't have enough or a high enough mark for her maths exam to do the degree that she wanted to do. And so she had to settle for second best. So she was discussing with me at the beginning of this year, Dad, should I rewrite my matric maths exam? And, I thought about it. I thought, am I going to be offering advice to this girl? It's her first year, where she's going to lose focus on her existing degree, but she's not doing what she really wants to do. And, if she rewrites the maths exam and she loses focus on her existing degree that she's doing, that could count against her. And unfortunately, a lot of people were like, no, Nina, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think you need to rewrite that exam. Just focus on what you're doing. Just finish what you're doing. But here's the thing, guys. Sometimes we need to just step out of our comfort zones, and that's what she did. I said to her, Cooks, I really believe that if it's something you really want to do, just say yes, create the vacuum and fill the space. And she took my advice. She rewrote her maths exam and she got her qualification to do the exam that she really wants to do, which is very exciting. So we got the marks back this week and now she can choose whether she wants to do the degree that she really wants to do or she could just carry on doing her existing degree. But did she go through pain to do it? Of course she had to. Did she have to work extra hours? Of course she had to. Did she have to give up give up a bit of a social life so that she can write this exam? And of course she had to. So it was a big decision for her and for me as well. It did pay off. She did put the homework in. She went for her extra lessons and she got her mark. And now she can choose whether she's going to be doing this degree or not. And the concept that I really want to share with you that I think really works well with me in business too is sometimes you're sitting on the fence and you don't know whether you should be making a decision or not. And I believe just say yes. Say yes, create that vacuum, create that deadline, create that space, and then start filling that space. Because something funny happens with human beings, I think, that once you've made that commitment, you got to fill it. Otherwise, you'll just be ordinary. Otherwise, you just won't achieve the dreams and the goals that you want to achieve. And even when I started my business, which incidentally in 2027 will be 10 years now, is that I was sitting on the fence. Should I start this business? It's a contracting business. I don't know much about it, but I really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone again. I really wanted to grow a business again. I was coaching at that time. I was coaching maybe close to 12 one-on-one coaching sessions for entrepreneurs. And I felt like I needed to get my hands dirty again. I needed to grow this business. And just one morning while I was journaling, I just said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to make that commitment. I'm going to say yes to people and I'm going to just forge ahead. I'm going to create that vacuum and then just fill the space. And that's exactly what I did. And that's really played well for me in the past because I believe that human beings, we can get into a comfort zone. And I'm sure as hell not going to subscribe to that because I watch a lot of my peers, they're slipping. They're accepting mediocrity. They're accepting a standard of life that I don't think that they want to accept. And before you know it, 1 year goes by, 2 years goes by, 3 years goes by. And, you look back and you say, I should have said yes. I should have said yes to it and I should have done it because life is about experiences, I believe. And this morning I was like vacillating. The wind might turn, the wind might not turn. I could be at home with my family, but you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to put my body in the beautiful sea and just go and surf. And that's something I really wanted to share with you is that if you're sitting on the fence with a decision that you need to make, is just make it. Just commit. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right, but mostly it turns out to be like, you know what? I'm glad I made that decision. Now I can choose whether to do that degree or not. So that's my lesson for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the podcast, Functional Founders, and share it with like-minded individuals. We love to grow this community with you.
Thank you for joining the Functional Founder. This podcast grows through you, our founder community. Please share this with someone who needs it and click on the subscribe button. That way, more people can join us.